In the old city of Hangzhou, long before the skyscrapers and tech towers appeared, lived a skinny little boy named Ma Yun. People saw him running through the narrow streets with a second-hand bicycle, his hair messy, his smile bright, and a curiosity in his eyes that refused to fade. He belonged to a simple family. His parents were traditional musicians who performed folk songs for very little money. When Jack was 12, something magical happened to his city. Foreign tourists started visiting Westlake, and for the first time, young Jack saw people who spoke a language he had never heard before: English. They didn't have much, but they taught him one powerful thing. No matter how poor you are, never give up learning. He became fascinated. Every morning, rain or shine, he rode his bicycle for 40 minutes to a hotel where foreigners stayed. He offered them free tours of the city in exchange for English conversation. This went on for 9 years. He didn't have money for classes, but he had determination, and that was enough. One tourist family grew so fond of him that they gave him an English name, Jack, and Jack Ma was born. Jack was smart in languages, but terrible at maths. He failed middle school exams. He failed high school exams. He failed twice at the Gaokao University entrance exam. On the third try, he barely passed and entered a small college. Not famous, not prestigious, but Jack didn't care. He studied English passionately and later became an English teacher. But before teaching, he tried to get a job. He applied to 30 different places. Police rejected him. Hotel rejected him. Dozens of companies rejected him. Even KFC rejected him. 24 people applied, 23 got selected. Jack was the only one sent home. He used to laugh and say, "If you're rejected, don't worry. Every great future starts that way." In 1995, Jack traveled to the US for a translation project. There, his friends introduced him to a magical thing called the internet. He asked them to search China. Nothing appeared. No websites, no information, no presence. It was like China didn't exist online. Jack's heart beat faster. "This is an opportunity," he whispered. "If the internet is the future, China must be part of it." He went back home and created his first company, China Pages. It failed. People didn't understand the internet yet. They thought it was a joke. But Jack had tasted something bigger. Failure was not a wall. It was a sign that he was getting closer. One winter day in 1999, Jack gathered 17 friends inside his small apartment. He wrote one word on the whiteboard: Alibaba. He told them a story, how Alibaba opened a door to treasure by saying, "Open sesame." "That's what I want for small businesses in China," Jack said. "I want to open doors for them. I want the world to hear them." The friends believed in him. They gave him their savings. And Alibaba was born in a tiny apartment with old furniture, weak internet, and a dream stronger than anything in the room. By 2003, Jack planned to challenge the giant eBay with his new online marketplace, Taobao. Everyone laughed. How can a small Chinese company fight the American giant? But Jack knew something eBay didn't. He knew Chinese people. He made Taobao free. He added chat features so buyers and sellers could talk. He let small shops flourish. In 2 years, something unbelievable happened. Taobao defeated eBay in China, and eBay quietly left the country. Jack didn't celebrate. He simply smiled and said, "Never underestimate people with passion." Online shopping had a big problem in China. No one trusted paying strangers. So Jack created Alipay, an escrow service. People said it was dangerous. People said it was irresponsible. People said the government would shut it down. But Jack replied, "If we don't take risks, how will the world change?" Alipay became the heart of China's digital economy and eventually one of the largest payment systems in the world. On September 19, 2014, something extraordinary happened. Alibaba went public on the New York Stock Exchange, raising $25 billion, the biggest IPO the world had ever seen. Jack Ma, the boy rejected by KFC, the teacher who earned $15 a month, suddenly became one of the richest people on earth. But Jack didn't forget who he was. He still danced at company events, still cracked jokes, still encouraged young people. He always said, "Money does not make you happy. What makes you happy is making others better." In 2020, after Jack criticized the financial system in China, everything changed. The government stopped Ant Group's IPO. Regulations tightened. Jack disappeared from public view for months. The world panicked. Where did Jack Ma go? Later he reappeared, smiling softly, saying he had been resting. But he remained quiet, traveling between China, Japan, and Europe, focusing on farming technology, education, and philanthropy. Jack understood something deeply. A real leader knows when to step forward and when to step back. In recent years, Jack Ma returned to what he always loved: teaching. He supports rural schools, funds young entrepreneurs, and mentors small business owners. He spends time studying agriculture, believing that the next revolution will be in food. He may no longer lead Alibaba, but he continues to lead in spirit. Because Jack Ma is not just a businessman. He is a storyteller, a teacher, a dreamer. Jack Ma once said, "Today is hard. Tomorrow will be worse. But the day after tomorrow will be sunshine." His life proves it. A skinny boy who failed exams, rejected by 30 jobs. A teacher with no money, no connections. A dreamer who believed in the impossible. He became the founder of one of the biggest companies in the world. His story is not about being rich. It's about never giving up. And that's why Jack Ma's journey will be remembered for generations. Not as the story of a billionaire, but as the story of a boy who simply refused to stop dreaming.
Thanks for watching this inspiring journey. If you want more stories that spark motivation and growth, make sure you subscribe to this channel.